Holy wow. People be going crazy this week. Let's get into it. Hello and happy National White Chocolate Day. We have quite a few breaking news stories to get into today. Firstly, I want to start with the famous rapper 6ix9ine. This week, more information about rapper 6ix9ine, yeah, that guy, has been released. This colorfully haired fellow released information and names about members of famous Bloods gang during his trial, of which, for those that don't know, he is facing up to life in prison for federal racketeering charges. So, how does he plan on getting out, you may ask? Well, his goal is to assist and be as cooperative as possible with law enforcement, and by doing this, he is basically giving up other gang members, again, most notably within the Bloods gang group. Tekashi 6ix9ine gave up Jim Jones and Cardi B as Blood members. Denials about these allegations were later released. What are you doing, bud? Like, what's your plan here, 6ix9ine? In a perfect world, he gets out of jail sooner, right? But before that happens, he might get, stabbed in prison for being a snitch. Or he'll get out of prison and then get stabbed for being a snitch. Nobody ever called this guy a mastermind, but wow, I mean, common sense? Alrighty, next up, Area 51. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this, the Facebook joke gone wrong. A few thousand people showed up in the Nevada area, and I believe it was about 200 people that actually got close to the restricted area's gates. Luckily, during this time, only 2 people were arrested, based off of related to alcoholic charges and indecent exposure charges. No aliens though, nobody was able to get close enough. Again, as I was kind of discussing yesterday when I was talking to some people about it, there's 2 cases that I can see. You get far enough that you get arrested, you get too far, and you get shot. But luckily, as we have recently discovered, not really that many people were actually able to get into the restricted zones. Again, the only 2 arrests that have been noted were related to other things other than actually getting within the restricted areas. So basically, what did end up going on? For most people, it was just kind of a gathering or party type thing for people to share stories and events about alien activities. It was, again, the whole idea of the thing was to get into the restricted zone, and see if they could find some aliens, but that's not really what ended up happening. All of this party was obviously heavily monitored by United States military, Navy, all that type deal, and law enforcement. The whole raid was occurring after the Navy confirmed the famous videos that were posted of an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Again, they were not going to refer to these things as UFOs specifically, but the spokesman did refer to them as unidentified aerial phenomenon. Again, these videos were reported to have been real. I'm not 100% sure what they are. You can't see any sort of smoke trails flying in the back. From the videos, it seems like they're going very, very fast. But again, the United States Navy has these videos, they got released accidentally. They just confirmed it. A few days later, Facebook joke goes out, and a bunch of people raid Area 51. Are these actually UFOs? I don't know, but it's safe to be safe. Alrighty, so last Saturday, September 14th, 18 drones and 7 cruise missiles had disabled half of Saudi Arabia's oil production, which then resulted in the world's price of oil going up about 20%. The United States then deployed military forces to the Middle East, and President Donald Trump makes the claim that Iran is possibly at fault. The United States Secretary of Defense Mark Esper stated, "The President has approved the deployment of U.S. forces, which will be defensive in nature and primarily focused on air and missile defense." General Joseph F. Dunford Jr. described the troop deployment as modest and not thousands, and noted that the details of the deployment will be announced next week. What will happen? I don't know yet. We'll have to find out more about this in the upcoming week. Lastly, in our technology news, global climate strikes have been in effect worldwide, which pushes tech giants to jump in on the action. Millions of animals have been dying, glaciers have been melting, the Amazon rainforest has been burning. Action needs to be taken immediately. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos pledged to reduce or offset its carbon dioxide emissions by 2040 to become carbon neutral. Google CEO made a huge energy deal to boost Google's worldwide wind and solar energy. In addition to this, thousands of websites participating in a Green Out event in which websites place a green overlay on their pages with links to climate strike activity. Other websites shut down completely. Patagonia shut down its online store and dedicated its landing page to videos of activists. Wikipedia Foundation also dedicated its landing page to the climate strike, and World Press added overlays, banners, and links in reference to the strikes. I don't know if this was enough to change anything, but hopefully continued outreach and publicity on the effects of climate change will result in positive improvements for our environment and our future. Alrighty, that's going to be it for today. This week's fun fact: banging your head against a wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories. Yeah, please don't try that. Bet you didn't know that, now you do. Thanks for watching, I look forward to seeing you in next week's new Snapshot.